Hello, cats and gals, and welcome to another episode of Skills and Abilities. Today we're going to be going over the skill known as Sigil Rancor. It's kind of an odd one. It actually is quite odd, and I'm not exactly sure, wasn't exactly sure how to even talk about it to begin with. But I kind of figured it out. So basically what this ability does is you lay a sigil on the ground, and when you lay a sigil on the ground, you'll notice that your minions actually turn red. The enemy also turns red, however, and so this means that everybody within it is getting the effect, the bad guys and the good guys. The effect when maxed out is 170% increased damage, 29% increased attack speed, and that's actually a lot considering that you're giving that to everything that within the circle. Now, it also applies to the enemy too, though, which made me think, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out how you would get the most out of this. And I was like, well, the way to get the most out of this is to use thorns. So I have an edge bow bramble set up on my mercenary here so that she has a pretty high level thorns. And what you do is you find a nice pack of monsters, and then basically you enrage everybody. And by enraging everybody, the monsters hit your minions and kill themselves on your minions because they're doing more damage, they're attacking faster, and the enragement is essentially allowing your thorns to work at a much stronger capacity. It's kind of similar to that silliness that went on for a little while when Sunder Charms were released and they had the bone breaks and people were stacking bone breaks on their character to reduce the damage that they were taking or increase the damage they were taking so that they could potentially get more thorns. This is extremely similar to that. It essentially increases the damage of the monsters that are attacking your minions and increases the damage of your minions while also allowing them to attack faster, which in turn allows you to get more thorns damage off and also your minions to get more damage off in general. It's actually a really cool curse if you're running a minion build and running thorns. Because it's going to give you kind of like the benefit that you need to make your thorns extremely effective. It also has an added benefit of causing the monsters inside of it, to kind of like spaz out and start attacking each other as well. So randomly, and it doesn't seem to be like a consistent thing, but randomly they will just start attacking each other inside the Rancor circle, which is kind of neat. It doesn't happen often enough, in my opinion, to be something that you can really rely on. It's not like casting the Confusion Curse from the Necromancer that will literally just make all of them attack each other, but it is enough that you can like kind of take a little bit of the pressure off of your Goatman. As you can see, though, my Goatman died, and that's because, of course, I'm increasing the damage of the monsters that are attacking them, which does make my Goatman more vulnerable in general. It's a kind of like a double-edged curse, is that it allows you to get more damage and more attack speed from your minions, while also at the same time increasing the damage and attack speed of the enemy that is also attacking you in the circle. If placed strategically, you can actually kind of make it so that it only affects your minions and it doesn't affect the enemy if you kind of just like get it right on the border. But it's definitely an odd one. It's odd enough and it's specific enough that you could definitely make some builds around it. I think a Thorns build would work really good with this. Also, potentially just simply setting up your minions to be super tanky so that they can basically herk-a-jerk tank the damage that they're incoming. That's also potentially another way that you could deal with it. All in all, though, it's definitely an interesting one, although not necessarily universally useful. It doesn't apply to you either. It only applies to your minions, mercenaries, and I'm assuming it also applies to other minions and other mercenaries from other characters as well, although I can't test that right this second. As always, I do appreciate you guys and gals joining. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. I know this is a relatively short one, but there's really not a lot to talk about with it. And as always, keep watching.